in the last year before an election, you find that politicians of all parties sort of ratchet up the arms race, as I called it, as to who can make the longest sentences, and who can be hard on crime, whereas actually that is not a good policy.
We saw it in the King's Speech last week, didn't we?
We did,
so you've
yeah,
got,
and it was disappointing.
Was it? Because the most dangerous criminals will be jailed for full terms of life, but you're not going to, your Conservative peer, the Tory government won't jail people for less than a year. So it was kind of, it was a rebalancing, wasn't it?
There was a rebalancing, and I agree with shorter sentences, being, if possible, pushed aside, because a short sentence in prison for a male or a female does enormous damage to family relationships, other relationships, their work, their employment, their mortgages, everything, even their long-term employment prospects. And so you have to ask, does it do any good?
Do you want to see more support for when they leave? Is that part of your...
Well, I'm saying you actually should have support during imprisonment. You have a duty of care. You have a duty of care in prison. You've got to feed them, you've got to look after their health. Actually, there's a duty to educate them and to try and give them worthwhile employment.
Sounds like soft prisons, though. You see, the right would say there's a holiday camps, wouldn't they?
Okay.
And how would you argue...
Well, okay, let me give you some stats, okay? We're talking about rehabilitation, okay? So if employment training and education training, each of those bring about an effective reduction in reoffending of about 10%. Get the bloke off drugs, about 20%. A man who has family visits is 40% less likely to reoffend than those who don't. Being soft on crime, you have to ask yourself, if it's 40% less likely to reoffend, so there are fewer crimes, there are fewer victims, there's fewer court cases, less police activity, more safety for the public, the bloke's going out, probably getting a job, producing an income, paying taxes. Sounds to me as though I'm being hard on crime. Okay. It's reducing crime.
We're going into a policy-making period with an election within the next year or so. Do you expect that, or do you want, in fact, the family to be at the forefront of the next Tory manifesto, and perhaps reward marriage and tax system even better? Because there's a degree of reward at the moment, isn't there? But it's not really taken up by many people.
No, and I mean, for instance, I'll just bring it to childcare. It's a big thing. Labour of childcare, Conservative childcare. Everybody sort of having an arms war on how much childcare you give. The value of a mother at home is not recognised, and to have a mother at home actually building that bond, building up the relationship with the baby and the child is very, very important.
So start to give tax breaks for stay-at-home mothers?
Yes.
Miriam Cates, the Tory MP, said the same.
Exactly. Tax breaks to married couples.
So reward, pay mums to stay at home, look after their children.
Well, yes, make it beneficial to the family, so the father can work or the mother can work. I'm not saying who work. The father may be at home, but two biological parents at home, the data is outstanding.
Well, thank you for joining us at GB News, Lord Palmer. Thank you.
No, it was a pleasure, Chobber, to be with you.
Thank you.